first. Okay, that's going. And this is going. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
For the lady out there, Red Rose, please give me a call. If you think I'm the person for you, then I think you should give me a call, and I'll be more than happy. Actually, probably to get you another rose, because at that time this rose will be gone, and I think we'll have to buy another dozen roses. So I'm here for you if you think I'm the person for you.
The morning stream. They sleeps in the raw with their ma and pa.
Hey everybody, good morning and welcome back to TMS. It's Wednesday, Maych. It's Maych 18th. Yep,
lovely Maych weather.
May 18th, 2022. I'm Scott. He's Brian. Hello, Brian.
Hello, Scott.
Look, man, it's Wednesday. We got shit to do in here in this show.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Maych is more than halfway over, and what have you accomplished?
Yeah, what else are you going to do when Maych ends? We're all going to have to dive right into Jupiter or whatever name I give that month.
Jugust. What are we going to do for Jugust?
Jugust weather. I love Jugust weather. Speaking of which, I am a convert. I would like to tell you what I converted to yesterday. You ready?
Sure.
I'm a full convert to something. And that conversion happened in the world of landscaping and home lawn care.
Oh, because when I read this in the show notes, I thought it was... You're like, it was a marijuana switch. Okay, all right.
No. So, all right. Oh, because okay, here's what I wrote in the notes. I wrote, I'm about to become a Clover evangelist. This shit is so much better than grass. Yeah. No, I am not smoking anything.
Smoking the clover.
Yeah, this is definitely not a clove smoker deal. It is, although the way I write things sometimes, you'd think I don't notice how.
No, I really did figure out what you were talking about. Come on now.
Well,
Come on.
Here's what it is. My daughter and my wife had decided that the side yard thing that we have, the grass over there just doesn't grow right. It's every year it gets a little banged up by the dogs. It's just not great, and there's not enough sun where it hits and all this other stuff. So they had this bright idea of like, well, look, let's put down clover. This is like an old school pre-lawn method of like greening up your space. Sure. And it grows like grass. It stays, kind of nice and low. You don't really have to mow it.
It's like
just
probably
a nice,
takes less water. I don't know if it does. But
actually, that is true. It uses less water as well.
Okay.
And so we planted it, and I was a little skeptical because I was like, yeah, right. Let's see how your stupid clover goes. And it's blooming, and it's freaking amazing. It's beautiful. Like this gorgeous little strip of space over there makes me want to do the whole yard in it. And then I found out, well, the HOA doesn't let you do clover instead of grass. You got to do grass. But man, clover's badass. It looks beautiful. It makes the backyard look like some kind of fantasy realm. I got to go find some. I got to find some elf queen and get a quest while I'm in there. That's how it feels.
Sure.
It's really cool. So
I wonder if like when you mow it, obviously you take off those leaves. Actually, the question is like how long, if you leave clover for longer, how tall will it get? Or will it just
not very?
stay
I think
as ground cover?
I think it stays as ground cover, and I think you literally never have to mow it. You may have to like trim, it may try to overgrow into other places or something, so you have to kind of keep it trim. But as far as like growing up like grass does, I don't think it does. I think it just chills.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. And when you trim it, like when you mow it, obviously that takes off the top level of leaves. Does it look really bare when it's just kind of a bunch of your lawn is a bunch of clover stems until they leaf up again?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, I don't think as far as I know, you never have to mow. Yeah, I think
it does flower, but according to Sam Jane. So we actually have this unintentionally to the left of our driveway. At some point some clover got in there and it just went it just kind of went nuts and spread like crazy. And so but we haven't decided. We're like, I don't want to spray it. I think it looks fine and it's green and it
yeah, it looks nice. Looks
no
natural. Yeah, just for me, I don't know. I'm completely converted. If they let us do it out in front, I'd do it. Maybe they'll let us do like kind of a half xeriscape, half clover thing because you can kind of get away with that. I don't know, but it's really rad. and I love it. And I'm a convert, and so Carter, I owe her an apology because I was super skeptical. I don't know if she's listening right now. She might be.
She is. She totally is, and she's in there saying flowers are good for bees. So.
They are good for bees. You know what else is great? Kim planted all this citronella.
Oh yeah.
And she did that to keep away the gnats and the
mosquitoes
bugs.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, and so what we had the other day was the weirdest thing. The neighborhood, it's not here now, so I don't know what happened. But for a night, the neighborhood was just buried in gnats. Gnats were everywhere.
Okay.
I don't know why. I don't know why they were so prominent, what the problem was. But gnats, as far as the eye could see, clouds of gnats. In fact, I took see if I can pull this out. I think I can. Yeah, I'm going to show you this, Brian. This is in...
Is there a cloud? Oh, my God.
Yeah, so it's a GIF. It's a GIF I made. It's a GIF I made. It's in our thing. Yeah, look at that. Those are gnats. Here, chat. You guys can see it, too.
Jeez, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was just in my backyard. And me looking up the sky.
That's insane. Like, they're usually so tiny that you wouldn't be able to pick them up as well. How is this? Wow.
Right. And you know what? Have you ever heard a bunch of gnats, the actual sound they make? Because I never have.
No.
I never have either because there are never enough of them.
My dreams thinking that they now make sounds.
Yeah,
like,
but there were enough of these where you could hear this low hum. Like, it was really weird.
Wow.
But here's the beauty. In back there where the citronella plants are, everything was like a 10-foot buffer away from all these. The gnats stayed that high away.
like a little force field.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it was great. The rest of the, if you came through the front door, you were just breathing those things in, but that was really crazy. Anyway, they're not here now. I don't know what happened. It's like one night of gnats. The night of the gnats. And that was it.
It's like a horror movie. The Night of the Gnats.
The Night of the Gnats. Yep, some black and white Vincent Price shit right there. Anyway, so there's that. That's a lot of fun to deal with, and yard stuff is always a good time. But yeah, I'm a convert. It's very nice. All right, I need you to look something up because I got questions. I would like you to look up Alexander Skarsgard's IMDb listing.
Alexander Skarsgard.
Yeah, and help me explain why this is his photo.
Okay. I'm so glad that his name comes up as the first choice when I type in Alexander Skarsgard. By the way, before I even select his name, so I'm going to send you a little picture. This is what it looks like.
Yeah. This is what it looks like.
So here's the top of my. I just put it in our Discord.
Oh, good.
Here's the top of my.
This is exactly why I'm having you check this out.
Because it looks like he's not wearing pants.
Yeah, and
is that what you're gonna?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. He's not wearing pants. So go look at that and check out what sweet outfit he's got on.
Okay, because now that I'm looking, it's like at least he looks like he is wearing tidy whities.
Oh yeah, he's got undies on. But
this is like some weird red carpet Zoom meeting where he only thought he had to dress from the waist up.
Well, what's weird about it? It looks like it's probably at an event. The backdrop
at
he's
an
in front
event
of
in a container.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This thing is banged up. Bunch of wires on the floor back there, looks like a bunch of AV or whatever. But this is his main photo. Now, this is the point of this is whatever, you can be whatever IMDb photo you want. This guy's a big time actor. Everybody loves Alexander Skarsgård. He's in that new Northman thing. Yeah. Or Northman, as I like to say.
Northman.
The Northman. Anyway, he's I think I respect a guy who gets to a certain places in his career where this just doesn't matter to him. He's just fine with it,
Yeah.
Who cares? It's so what? I'm in my underwear on the leading database of movie things. It's fine.
So the photo credit is Larry Busaka. MTV 1415. So maybe this was for an MTV event or something?
Let's see. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
I'm going further down the rabbit hole.
I clicked on Getty Images, but it just gave me the main page for it. So that doesn't work.
Boy, when you search for Larry Busaka MTV 1415, this is the first picture that comes up, and this is like a frequent picture that comes up. But People Magazine, Alexander Skarsgård reveals story behind his pantsless IMDb photo.
Oh, good. We got some. Oh, this is good. This is what I wanted. All right.
This is what you want, but unfortunately, I have to go to People Magazine.
Oh, Brian. What are you going to do now? That place.
All I'm going to read it like I'm on Entertainment Tonight.
Okay, give it.
All right, everybody, enough about Kim Kardashian. Hey, Alexander Skarsgard is ready to explain why he's missing his trousers on his IMDb page. Are you ready for this?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
The Swedish actor, 45, is featured in his main profile photo on the famed movie database in a tuxedo jacket, bow tie, and shirt, but no pants. Guess what? We can see that because the photo's right above that text.
Yep.
He told the site in a recent interview that it comes from a 2016 appearance at the MTV Movie Awards. The year before, Zac Efron had taken his shirt off on stage, and he is so sexy, Skarsgard said, remembering the evening where he presented a award alongside his Legend of Tarzan co-star Samuel L. Jackson. I decided to show a little bit of skin. I couldn't take my shirt off because Zac had already done that, so I thought, well, I'll take my pants off because it's equally sexy, the star added.
Yeah, I don't know about equal. I don't know about that. I don't know about equal.
Yeah.
Equal seems like the wrong word.
It's differently sexy.
Yeah.
But I admire a guy. I didn't think, and maybe it's just my knowledge, but I didn't think people still wore those like garters to keep your socks from falling down.
Yeah, that seems old timey as hell.
It does, yeah. But
those are on. I've never worn that. Have you ever had to wear those for anything?
Oh gosh, no.
Yeah, me neither.
I just get socks that have elastic in them, and they stay on my legs.
Yeah, there's nothing in my life that is fancy enough where I need to be wearing sock garters.
Yeah, right. I mean, ladies.
Yeah, ladies, we heard you.
And men who like Alexander Skarsgård.
Yeah.
He invites you back to his place after pizza and 7-Up, and you go up to his room. Like he's living with his mom or something.
Yeah.
And he starts taking his clothes off and he's wearing socks with garters. Do you say, you know what? I think we're done here.
Yeah.
Or do you say, oh, leave those on?
Yeah.
Because
never take those off.
That's right.
Alexander and your stupid things.
Yeah. Let me snap those on the backs of your calves.
Oh, jeez. Why is that so weird? There's something real weird about that. What that is.
Claire says yes. Better keep those socks on. Garters are lovely. Fancy Red Fraggle says fancy silk socks slip down more easily. I'm thinking, yeah, that's true. I mean, my Fantastic Four socks that I got from Loot Crate probably don't have that problem as fancy silk socks.
Sure. Real quick here, I just noticed just to continue the deep dive, his next movie after The Northman is something called Infinity Pool.
Oh.
Now, this is what's interesting. It's directed by Brandon Cronenberg, and you would be correct in assuming he is the son of David Cronenberg. Sure. Although the way it listed, it says parents David Cronenberg. Doesn't list anybody else. Just David Cronenberg is the parents.
Like test tube.
Yeah. I think her
probably cloning machine. I think it was.
I think her real name's Carolyn, but I don't see. Oh, there she is down lower in trivia. But yeah, under family, it just says David Cronenberg.
David Cronenberg.
That's all it is. Anyway, we'll see if he's weird. Maybe he does weird things with like body horror and penis-looking stuff.
Yeah, I hope so. People will be really disappointed if it comes out and it's like a rom-com or something.
Oh, that'd be a real bummer. Yeah, we don't want that.
Check out the latest Cronenberg rom-com.
I also have a little follow-up from our old pal Bobby, who was just here yesterday, talking about the science of where your
black
sweet spot.
holes.
Oh yeah, black holes and stuff. But we brought up that thing about your sweet spot when you're on your bike.
Oh yeah.
He has a follow-up, and I'm going to play it. It's audio.
Okay.
And this is him while he's out running, and he sent me this and said, play this especially for Brian because of his upcoming MS-150 ride. Sure. This will tell you right where you need to be. So here you go. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, Scott and Brian. Remember the other day, last week, I was telling you guys about endurance training. I'm on my run right now, and I talked about the 7-word test to determine whether you're in the right, zone to be increasing your endurance. And I said, it's the idea of speaking a 7-word phrase, and if you don't have enough breath to do it, then you're going too fast. Well, on my run today, I figured out a phrase that might work. It's a little bit more than 7 words, but it's about the right length. Here we go. Ready? This is what you say. Hey, it's too early to get a fish sandwich. See that? I did it. So that means I'm right in the right zone.
That's nice.
Love the show, though. Bye.
All right. Well done, Bobby. So you just got to yell, hey, is it too early to get a fish sandwich while you're out running? No one will think that's weird. It'll be fine.
No, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, people hear that and just think, oh, that's normal.
If you run through the drive-through, then it's 2 birds, 1 stone, right? Like you can maybe get a fish sandwich, and you can see if you're in your sweet spot.
Yeah, there you go. I feel like if you want to slow yourself down and have a bad run, maybe get a fish sandwich.
Get a fish sandwich? Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah,
seems like a bad idea. Anyway, thanks,
hey,
Bobby.
You know what I had for lunch yesterday, Scott? I threatened to do this, and I done did it.
What? Did you get the Mexican pizza early?
I got the Mexican pizza early.
Oh man! So is it good?
Scott, let me tell you something. I'm sending you. I took a live photo because this was live photo worthy.
Yeah.
Here we go. Sending it to you right now. I don't know why I didn't send this to you earlier, but the Bobby thing made me think about it actually. So it should be coming in your text.
Okay, I'm looking. I'm waiting.
Oh, there we go. Now it should be coming in your text. I wish there was an easy way, and somebody's going to say, "Bro, there is an easy way." I wish there was an easy way to turn a live photo into a GIF. It is like made for.
Oh, there totally is. Very easy to do.
Yeah, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's it into this file format, and then you take it into this application.
No, none of that.
None
of that.
Really?
It's actually super simple. I think the phone has a tool to do it directly, but then you can also, like if you post it to the Giphy app, it just does it for you, and you don't have to do anything.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Now, how do you make it?
Good.
Can I just hold my mouse down and see?
Yeah, if you put your thumb down, or I guess. Oh, I don't know how you do it on.
Yeah, there it is. Look at this. He opens it. Oh,
yeah, you can see the Mexican pizza in all its beauty. I'm going to tell you right now, Scott.
Yeah,
those Taco Bell people didn't miss a step. This is like, this tastes like it was from 2019.
So wait a minute. And someone in the chat says they kept the old art. Is this what it looked like and everything? Like this?
No, that's not the old art. That's absolutely like new, weird.
Okay, all right. But okay, it described to me. Very briefly. It shows me what sauce this is. What is the sauce on here?
It might be their red sauce that they use for their bean burritos. Okay. The red chili sauce. I'm not sure. It's I don't know. I mean, it's all right. You've got your 2 deep fried wheat or flour tortillas. Mm-hmm. Inside there, they put I think just beef, maybe beef and bean, but. Okay.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. And then put some cheese on top. Then they put it in the steamer for 30 seconds or 15 seconds or whatever. Yeah. Pull it out, put some pico de gallo on there, and then that's when they squirt the red sauce. And it might be different. Yeah, there we go. Graham Cracker says the Mexican pizza sauce is much different than the red sauce. Trust me.
Oh,
makes sense.
So it's not just normal red sauce.
Yeah, because the red sauce, at least when I was working Taco Bell way back in 1986, the red sauce was ladled on, like you ladled it onto everything. And so they'd need to put it in a squeeze bottle. And if they're going to do that, they might as well make a different sauce for it.
Sure.
There's no time savings there.
We gotcha. Okay. It looks...
So,
it looks edible.
Just like it. Thank you, Doja Cat. And Dolly Parton working on the musical based on the Mexican pizza for TikTok because the world is ending.
Yeah, the world is ending. We're almost done.
And, we decided that this is why she declined her Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nomination. She's like, before you give me this award, I'm just going to go ahead and say you probably want to take it back because something's coming out later this year that's going to make you question why you gave it to me.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to go ahead and say, nah, not this year.
Yeah, there you have it. It does look like I would eat this and enjoy this. So you know, I feel like in a weird way, this is just isn't this just their tostada with a different name?
No, tostada is a corn tortilla and isn't steamed. Like you don't get the mix of the melted cheese, and I don't even think they have a tostada anymore, but tostada is usually corn tortilla, ground beef, lettuce, tomato, sour cream if you're nasty.
I like a little sour cream. It's
all right. I do too. It's just how Janet Jackson gets it.
Yeah, that's how she always gets it. I always get her mixed up that it's not her song but Paula Abdul for some reason. I always do that.
Oh yeah, no, that's
just the nasty part.
Yeah, right.
As soon as you say it, I go, "Oh, Paula Abdul." No, wait, not her. I don't know.
No, but wasn't there? Did in Cold Hearted Snake? Doesn't Paula Abdul do something about nasty something?
Nasty boys don't mean. No, that's still the other one.
Janet Jackson still. Yeah.
It's hey, dancing, nasty. No, I don't know. I don't know what it is. That was a long time ago, Brian. I try not to think of those days too often. You know. Don't have a lot of nostalgia for the Paula Abdul days.
No. What about DJ Scat Cat? Do you still think about DJ Scat Cat?
No,
Scott?
but I do think about those fat boys sometimes.
Sure.
Because they were fat. That was their thing. And when you're fat, I guess that makes you a popular rapper just because you're fat.
That's right. Hey, the Reverend Puck points out something that I'd forgotten. But yeah, Paula Abdul was Janet Jackson's choreographer before she went on her own. And
is that why I mix them up?
She's in the Nasty Boys video or in the Nasty video.
That might be why I conflate them. That might be it right there.
Could be. Yeah.
And now I remember that. Now that he says that, I'm reminded that, yes, they had a big collaboration. In fact, her whole start was dancing and backgroundy stuff. And then suddenly she had her own career. Yeah.
Right.
And then she was such a damn softie on American Idol.
She was. Yeah.
She was me on AMTP.
You're far. You still have a. You bring in actual criticism. People will be able to hear that today, by the way.
Today, eh?
Our new episode went up. Ali Spagnola, our special guest, judging the podcast interviews.
Nice. If you don't know who she is, go run out and watch her videos on YouTube. You'll be amazed.
If you don't know who she is, then yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what's wrong with you if you don't know?
She made somebody's car transparent. She did a Wonder Woman car.
Yep. She
recently.
And it looked amazing. It was her car. She keeps doing it to her own car. She has this car that's been through hell, man. That thing's got
She cheated it, and then she put pop sockets all over it. And
and then made it transparent, repainted it. Yeah. I don't know about that car is going to die. I don't know. The poor thing.
No, somebody's going to buy that car, and they're going to pay $100,000 for it. $100,000 for a $5,000 car.
Yeah, for her crappy Hyundai or Kia or whatever it is.
Right, just so they could say they had Ali Spagnola's car.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to? All right, Dunaway time. That's right, it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Can you feel it in the air? We had to postpone.
I just smell it, really, more than anything.
You can smell it in the air?
I can smell it.
We had to postpone the show to today, our show, so we'll talk about that again, because that is happening today instead of yesterday. But having him here is always a treat. We're going to now play an intro and do a game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program, Mr. Brian Dunaway, who joins us for another edition of Tadpole Feud, Tadpole Feud. Hi, Brian.
Feud, yes.
Hello.
Is it my turn to speak
You
now?
can speak now.
Hi, Scott and Brian.
Hi, you can say words anytime you want. Say words.
I'm a treat.
Yeah.
I'm good to eat.
Oh, geez, you're a rapper. And you didn't even know it. No, that's a poet.
That's right. I feel like this music you're playing, I feel like Colonel Tom Parker is about to introduce Elvis.
Yeah, check it out. He's about to come out on stage and go,
the fried banana eater himself.
Yep.
That's right.
Elvis Presley.
That's right. It's not bad. You do a pretty good impression of that. Hey, it's good to have you back. We're going to do our Wednesday shenanigans here and have a caller call in as well. The phone number to call is 801-471-0462. So if you're in the live chat and you would like to participate in today's Tadpole Feud, then that's the number to call, 801-471-0462. All right? So far, no rings.
6-2.
Oh, you know what? I did change browsers. Make sure this is okay. Should be okay. Should be fine. I just don't see any ring yet. Call now. Anyone want to call now?
That's what she said.
Yeah, that is what she said.
I just don't see any ring yet.
Oh, I see the ring now. Let's see who this is. We got somebody already calling in. We're going to allow this person. Hold on. Yes, use my microphone. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Really Hoopy Fruit in the chat.
Really Hoopy Fruit? Oh, man.
Really Hoopy Fruit.
Oh, yeah.
He's the hoopiest fruit food in the galaxy.
Yeah, that's Fruity Hootie Fruit. Anyway, hey, it's good to have you among us. We're happy to have you participate today. But none of this works until Brian explains what the hell's going on. So, Brian, explain.
Well, okay. It's time to play the Tadpole Feud! I've surveyed the tadpole on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian are going to have to predict the answers that you guys gave us. It's Scott and Brian's job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Now, Hoopy Fruit, it's your job. It's going to be more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian, really depending on who buzzes and answers and blah, blah, blah. Hey, look, if your team wins, you get a prize package that includes No Time to Explain Remastered, which means they had more time to explain, right? Because if they remastered it gave them more time.
I agree. Now I don't know what to think about anything. That's a good point.
Like the never-ending story. You'll also get the game Starcrossed.
I'm still watching it.
Ooh, Starcrossed. I don't know what Starcrossed is. I don't know why. I don't know what that is.
Both of those, big thanks to Matthew Bach, I believe, gave us those. Yes, he did. Big thanks to Matthew Bach for those. All right, let's get to the game. I polled 582 tadpolers
Oh, I've been holding this one for a while.
Yeah.
And ask them to give their response to this question.
Okay.
Name a magazine you'll find in a doctor's waiting room.
Damn it!
I'm Brian Dunaway.
I'm going with the classic highlights.
Show me highlights.
Number one.
Number
Yeah.
one answer on the board. No answers can beat it, which means that you automatically get to play, and you get a real Hoopy Frood as a partner for this. So
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Good job, you guys. Those highlights
step aboard the
magazines.
Heart of Gold, and
I'm at the doctor once a week. We're gonna win this one.
Yeah. do they still make
right.
that? Is that still a going concern, that magazine? Is that a thing?
It must be. I think it is. Although, who could tell, right? I mean,
Right.
it's not like kids are saying, this is an old issue. Things aren't current in here. Goofus and
Right.
Gallant are talking about the new Google Pixel.
Yeah, good point. You probably could recycle forever and never no one would know the damn difference. They're just trying to match or trying to find hidden objects. That's their whole job.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
I like to think my doctor made bad decisions and subscribe to magazines like kind of magazine club, and they can never get out.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good way of looking at it. All right. Well, you guys control the board. What do you want to do?
I got another good one unless you got a magazine over there.
What do you
Frood.
think? Who do you-
I think time is like an obvious choice, right?
Yes,
Time's
that's
good.
the one I had. So
Yeah,
let's
time.
load it up.
All right. Time
Shoot
magazine.
it in there.
Featuring Man of the Year, Bill Gates. All right, show me time. Indeed, number 3. Yeah,
They always have those dramatic covers.
they
It's
did,
always
yes.
somebody overlit in black and white, their eyes all aglow because they got.
That's right.
It's always weird.
It's what we do.
The opioid epidemic.
Right.
Or
I got another one lined up.
Yeah.
all right, what you got?
I'm gonna go with the People because I'm trash.
Oh, people. Yeah.
People magazine. I'm trash. I don't go to good doctors.
They're worse.
only
By
have
the
highlights.
way,
Told me
Time
all about that
and
Alexander
People magazine.
Skarsgård photo this morning.
that's
So-
right. People
Right.
people sucks, but I don't know if they're the worst at the maybe they are. Maybe they're the worst. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not
All
gonna,
right, well,
not gonna
let's
make
see
a
if
judgment.
let's see if 4 out of 5 doctors recommend People for their patients who sit in their waiting room. Show me
Hey.
People.
Yeah. gosh
Number
damn
2.
it.
You guys out of the top 3 answers. Not a lot of points for you, but
Yeah.
but you are working the board.
I like the idea that someone sees a magazine and goes, "Oh, it's People. I'm People.
This
Let's
magazine
read
is
it."
for me.
Yep.
This has got to be for me,
Mm-hmm.
Made for people by people.
Yep.
right?"
I miss that people
You-
call that stuff rags. They still do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think you could call it
I
anything
don't know.
you
Why
want.
don't you ask your doctor that question?
Hey.
Hey, you need some new rags out here.
Yeah, I need some new rags in the waiting room.
New rags.
Yeah.
Your eggs are a little old,
Yeah.
dated.
I've got another one. Unless you got another one.
Well, I was
True,
thinking
dude.
like, is there like a country living or something like that?
Oh,
my
that's
God,
a good
do
one.
you- Are you living where I live?
Are you reading my mind?
No, do we go to the same doctor?
No kidding. Country living. I think you guys should
I'm
go for
gonna
it.
go with that. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, let's go with country living. I haven't. Yeah, country living. Let's do it.
All right. Okay. All right. Show me that country living.
Oh, your first
Ooh, I was
24.
worried about the
Number
darn
24
tadpole.
on the list. Yeah.
They're not country folk.
Yeah.
Not too big on the
They-
country living.
They
Country
do
living.
survive.
All right. I'm going to go with National Geographic, I think, is
Sure.
what I would think
That
of.
was one I haven't seen those in a while, but my doctor always used to have National Geographic, but I don't know if they just stopped because of. Do they still visit tribes, lost tribes?
I don't know.
It is
'cause-
what we all think of when we think of National
Yeah, when
Geographic.
I was younger, my brother called them ski sloper magazines, and I never knew
There you
what he
go.
was talking about. He'd say you got one of those ski slopers. I'm like, what?
There you go.
And what he meant was the ladies in them with the no shirts on because they were some tribe somewhere had ski slopey boobies, like they went like
Yeah.
a ski slope.
Well,
Isn't that a weird thing? It was a weird
That is a
thing for
very
him to
weird
say.
thing.
Yeah.
you know that's how boobs work. But whatever. Okay.
Yeah, no, they do work that way. My brother was just weird. But anyway, I'm going to go with the ski sloper favorite, National Geographic.
Ooh, this must be a special issue. It's got an outline in yellow. Show me National Geographic.
Ding.
Number 6, which means
that's
you're
good
tied.
points.
With
Look at
one
that.
question, with one response, you've tied the game up. Ooh, we've got
That's
ourselves
trash.
a game.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's getting a little close.
Part of me thinks the Tadpole will be joking around about some low-hanging fruit, but I don't want to risk it just yet, so I'll stay mainstream and say Us Magazine might be in
that's
there.
a good one. That's
Sure,
a good
us
one.
people. They're just like us.
Yeah.
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 All right, show me Us Magazine and their preponderance of fuchsia.
Damn it. Really?
Us was number 16 on the list. It was up there, but not in the top
Right.
10.
I should have just gone for the weird one. All right.
Well, we went with the country living. How about we go with catering to men? How about that? Do you see some Sports Illustrateds in there?
Ooh.
I know they keep the swimsuit edition. You never can get that one.
No.
Yeah, that
but,
one the doctor keeps for his own personal waiting
his own
room.
personal
Right.
his own personal ski sloper collection. He keeps that in his
Right.
Ooh, Kathy Ireland again. Sure, show me Sports Illustrated.
More ski slopers.
Yeah. Oh man.
Number 4.
I'm hitting
Not
the
big
good
on
ones.
the
I was
points.
hoping to be further down. Come it.
You'll get it. I believe in you. Although I really
All right, how
want to
about
win.
you got another one over there? You got another magazine in the barrel?
What about Men's Health?
Well, Men's Health
Men's
is
Health.
good.
That's
yeah.
that's actually a really good one.
Yeah, it's
actually,
common.
you're right. I think I've seen every time I go to the doctor, I actually see a Men's Health. I actually
I
subscribed to
got
Men's
that in
Health at one
doctor's
point in
office.
time because of that.
Well, plus you're a
you know-
man and you're there for health, so makes sense.
I was in the waiting room for such a long time. I read all their Men's Health, and I didn't need to go to the doctor anymore.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Great. Show me Men's Health.
Man.
Damn it, we're nailing it just
working
across the
your
left
way.
of the board.
Yeah.
You're now taking the left side of the board, but you've only
Going
managed
straight
to
down the
get
list.
15 points.
You got another one? That
You got one?
yes, but I don't. This is the problem. Now we're getting into the ones that we need for the higher points.
Exactly,
So there's
yeah.
going to be less likely. I haven't.
It's
seen,
almost as if those should be worth more points because they're
know.
further down the list.
Oh,
I know,
interesting. Maybe
But
we
then if
finally
you miss it,
Life
you
magazine?
lose your turn.
we
so
finally
you see my
sold
problem.
Brian
I'm
finally
gonna
sold
say-
that guy on the rules. That guy at home who always hates our rules.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
He
Every-
complained once and he's got so much crap for it.
I'm gonna go.
What about Life magazine?
Oh
that a
yeah,
thing?
life.
That's
Yeah.
another good one. Dadgummit. All these magazines and their relative titles. I'm people. I have time.
Yeah.
I like Men's Health.
Yeah.
Us, people?
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Sure.
All right.
Let's go with Life
You're
magazine.
going with Life? Okay. Show me
Mikey, he likes it.
Yeah.
Life.
Oh.
Oh,
All right.
Sometimes there's an automatic delay in the board. Like, it's not even me trying to be dramatic. It is like...
Oh, I
takes a long
thought
time.
that was you in that case.
I did too.
All right. How are we doing with the Cosmos? The Cosmopolitan.
Oh, that's a good one.
Cosmopolitan. It's a good
Didn't think
drink
about that.
and a big, thick, heavy magazine that...
It's also a nice. It's a nice casino. Smells nice.
Oh, it is. Yes, this is true.
Yeah.
Correct. Now owned by MGM Resorts.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it just got bought this year, and
Ah,
I'm hoping that means I can use some of my points and stay there.
Yeah, that's where I want to go.
Let's find out. Take this survey. 10 reasons why this should be in the Tadpole Feud. Show me Cosmopolitan. Oh, come on.
Oh,
There we
Oh
go.
my
Oh,
gosh,
really,
dude.
Number
Cosmo?
10. Yes.
Cosmo's too sexy for my doctor.
Yeah, it's
Too sexy for
your
my
doctor. Okay. Now let's swing the other direction. In the traditionally more manly direction. Doesn't mean women don't enjoy what I'm about to say, but let's go with Golf Digest.
Gummit. You know the doctor just reads that and then he's like, put that out in the lobby.
Yeah.
That's right, yes. Hold on, let me work on my backswing. Or no, I guess backswing would be tennis. Let me work on my short game, and now I'll put the old issue out for the riffraff.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
You wish you had
Poor-
enough money to golf. Here you go.
Yeah. Here. Enjoy.
All right. Show me the Golf Digest. Number 9.
Son of a butthole.
I know. Listen,
Scott is
one of you
getting
works
all
one side
the-
of the board, the other one works the other side of the board. Guess who's going to have more
Damn
points?
Let's stay in the digest.
You can be too good at a subject, I suppose.
Sure. Now this
Then you
is
get lucky.
This is a stretch because I don't even know if there's like a whole generation or two that don't even know what a Reader's Digest is. But I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. I remember those being at my dentist's office, so I'm going to just swing
What
it.
was the big stupid dog that was in the back of those?
Oh,
Clifford. Was it Clifford?
No,
It was
it
another,
wasn't
similar, though,
Marmaduke.
right?
It was like a
No,
big fluffy dog.
Yeah, it was like there was a time there where if you had a big dog, either Marmaduke or the other one, you were cool.
It was the other dog, right? Because we had Garfield and Heathcliff were the two tabby cats, and then there were two dogs. There was Marmaduke and
Clifford, right?
no, there was another like
That was a kid story.
there was another
It was a big stupid dog.
big
He was a
stupid dog.
Big
Yeah.
fluffy. He had like a big fluffy dog. What the crap was it? Anyway,
Dang
go
it.
ahead.
I can't remember. All right, well, Reader's Digest. These military times. Oh, fun in the military or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Show me Reader's Digest.
Oh my
I
god!
think
Oh my
that's gonna kind of put this game to bed. Really.
That's freaking
we still in
ridiculous.
Yeah, I think you're out. Let's
Well,
see.
you're still in this. There are 3 strikes left. If any of you can figure out what number 8 is, then you win the prize. 'Cause
Oh, that's
when we
right.
fill up the board,
That's
you
right.
automatically.
That's right. Ooh, a new game. Okay, now we get all on the same side. Oh, it's even better. All
Right, now you're all playing together.
I was gonna say there's a bunch of there was always travel magazines whenever I go to my doctor, but I'm trying to figure out which one it is.
Well, hang on. He doesn't get to say it yet, does he?
Well,
Still my
Scott's
turn.
turn, but,
yeah.
Well, I know, but we're on the same side now. We're both trying to win.
Oh, we're trying to
You want-
win for him.
You want Scott to? You're gonna give some answers.
I
to
have
Scott.
personally
Okay,
I
sure.
have personally lost, but our player can still win.
Yeah.
and
Good
I'm trying
point.
to help.
You're right. You're right. Okay, so what do you? Sorry, what was brewing there? What'd you have in your head there?
I was saying that there's travel magazines, and I can't. But the problem is I can't remember the titles of them.
Yeah, Travel Fancy.
It was probably just called Travel.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe so.
Just
Yeah.
like all these other dumb names, just like Travel, Golf. Brr.
Golf. I travel.
But you know what? Let's try that one. Travel.
Okay. All right. Show me travel. Yeah.
Oh.
Travel.
How about
I'm trying to see. I was like looking through to see if it was on the list. I don't even think it made. I'm surprised because I absolutely see Travel magazine in my doctor's office, but I do not see it in the Tadpole's responses. Huh.
Interesting.
how about we got to have some kind of news thing.
Oh yeah.
What's the one with
Like
the
was it Newsweek or
Week?
what is
Newsweek.
those
That's the one I'm
magazines?
thinking of.
Newsweek? Yeah.
Newsweek. Let's say Newsweek.
Newsweek.
Yeah.
I read news this week.
Is that Brian Dunaway's answer?
Oh, is that mine? Yeah, I'm up. Yeah, Newsweek. That's great.
Okay. All right. Newsweek. Show me
Good
Newsweek.
answer.
Oh, come on.
3 strikes. Yeah. Newsweek was number 12 in the list.
Damn it.
Damn.
Yeah. Life was number 11. Did I mention Life was number 11? Yeah. Life was number 11. So 1 strike left. Scott's got the response. If he can name number 8, then Hoopy Frood, you win the prizes. If not,
Oh,
then
and Scott, you
Please
got all
go
the rest
back
of them on the
into
side of the
the-
board. This is you.
Well, we're all working together here. So, what do you guys think of? I keep wanting the tadpole to be stupid and say something dumb like, just to irritate us, like cat fancy. But there's no way that's in here.
Oh no, I wouldn't think so.
No, because no one ever has it. I'm just trying to think. Does the tadpole sit around?
I think
and go,
I think like 1 or 2 smartasses probably said it, but not enough to make it number 8.
I don't know.
because 18 smartasses would need to say it for it
There's
to be
always-
in the list here.
That's right.
I've noticed this more as I've gotten older, and as these stupid buttholes have started to send me the stupid old people that have to go to the doctor and their AARP stupid crap. That magazine's always everywhere I go, haunting me
is.
like some kind of
Teenagers, why you should
Spectre
be
of death.
deathly afraid of them.
Yeah, why they're going to kill us all. How about you know what? Oh, I just thought of one and it left me. Hold on. Oh, Scott.
Oh, Scott. Scott, my Scott.
I had I had a good one. Oh shit.
Does the fruit dude have any?
Yeah, Frood, you got anything since we're trying to win for you here?
I don't know. I like that AARP answer. I thought that was good.
I want it to be there.
I kind of do
because it
too.
feels right.
I wish it was like Nintendo Power or something. But
I know, right? I know. I don't think it's gonna be that. I don't remember the one that popped into my head and then left. It was a good one, and I don't freaking remember it. So, oh no, I remember. Do you guys remember Living? That's very Dr. Office-y. Yeah, Living magazine. Right. It's
what about country living, but just living.
Just living.
What's that
anywhere living?
What is that automobile? What's that? The auto car, the car magazine. What the crap? Automobiles and what the crap is it called?
Oh, car and table. No, hold on. Car, automotive. Shit. My dad used to get all those. Why can't I think of them? Car monthly.
Car and truck driver.
Car and driver.
Car driver. Okay, I knew something sounded. I knew what in truck driver.
No, it's car and driver. I think.
Car and driver.
I think car and driver.
I don't know.
What was not going to be in there? I don't know. I can't think of it.
All right. Up on the third hour of Tadpole Feud.
In
case you're just joining us, day 5 in our standoff.
Let's just go. I mean, what am I thinking of with living?
Yeah.
Maybe it was something.
Living magazine. Yeah, you could do living.
Oh, am I thinking of Martha? I might be thinking of Martha Stewart living. That might be what I'm thinking.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but would your doctor?
Now you're making me think Oprah's there.
Oh yeah, that Oprah magazine.
Yeah, I hear
see
she's
it
on the
at
cover
doctors
this month.
though.
She's on the cover this one time.
I think it's only happened one time that she wasn't on it, right? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think
that's right. Yeah, only one time was she not on the cover.
She knows what sells.
Ooh. That was a printing error.
All right, if we had to choose between Martha Stewart living and the Oprah magazine, which do you go with?
Frood, what you think?
Yeah, Frood, you tell us.
I'm thinking Martha Stewart's probably more
Stewart.
likely there.
Okay, Martha Stewart.
Yeah, she's always featuring Snoop Dogg every week, so this makes sense. Yeah.
That's right, exactly. All right, show me Martha Stewart living.
Damn it.
Oh,
Damn it.
As a matter of fact, nobody said and nobody said, actually one person said living, and I'm assuming they meant Martha Stewart living.
Right.
No, this last one, it never even was one you guys came up with, but boy, the Tadpole was yelling this one a lot. Show me number 8. Better Homes and Gardens.
Oh, that was the other one. I was thinking some kind of gardening magazine, but I couldn't think of it.
Frick.
Yeah.
That seems easy now.
Man.
Now that I hear that, I go, oh, of course. Freaking that's one on there. All right.
Yeah,
well,
shoot.
You know what that means? Got to hold these codes for the next one, but we tried, and we always try to. Listen, the bets in this casino favor the guest. That's always the goal.
That's right.
So even then, though, once in a while you got to take a big loss. How do you feel about your loss there, Frood?
Oh, I feel great just to have been playing. That's really the prize.
You're part of one of the longest Tadpole Feuds ever.
I think so.
Yeah. This one was a beast. So tell your friends, and thank you for playing, because you were awesome, and I hope you play again in the future. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Dunaway, we had to change our schedule a little bit, but don't worry, everybody. Play Retro tonight, 3:30 Mountain Time instead of yesterday. So if you showed up live and went, where are these guys? Well, I put a post out, but maybe not everybody saw it. I don't know. But the point is, it's today. So today, 3:30 Mountain Time, we're getting our golden eye on big time.
Yes.
And you found a really weird Elon Musk meme that blew my mind.
I love that.
I can't believe that.
The Elon Musk mod. There's a mod made for GoldenEye. I don't want to give it too much away, but trust me, you're going to want to tune in.
Yeah, it's
We're
weird.
going to talk all about that crazy crap.
It's really weird, but they have a lot of other weird stuff in there. It's an amazing topic in general, so if you are interested at all in that kind of classic game talk, today's your day. Play Retro is happening, and check it out wherever you get your podcasts if you would rather listen to it later. Hey, Dunaway, anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, man. I love you guys, and stay safe out there.
Oh, thanks, man. Bye now.
Thanks.
That was nice of him.
Yeah.
You probably saw those gnats. And
rip through a couple of these, by the way. Women's Day, Good Housekeeping. Enough people said Hustler / Penthouse / Playboy, one of those three that I just combined them in one category.
Nice.
ARP was on the list, number 18. Let's see, Boys Life, Entertainment Weekly, Consumer Reports, Field and Stream.
Really?
Motor Trend might have been the car one you were trying to remember. Also,
yeah.
Auto, Motor and Sport, and Car and Driver also on the list. And then somebody just said, I live in Norway. Pass. In other words, we don't have doctors or magazines in Norway, so I cannot contribute to this conversation.
Well, thanks for letting us know. I don't know what we would have done without you letting us know that you have to pass because you live in Norway. Actually, maybe magazines in a doctor's office in Norway is just weird. Maybe they don't do that.
Maybe a lot of places don't anymore just because of COVID. But
yeah, people have their phones now. They can look up whatever they want.
Exactly.
Why even bother? You don't have to keep
Play
them
a
entertained.
Candy Crush or something.
Yeah. Why the hell not? I say. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, it's a little bit of time with Tom Merritt. He's going to bring some tech to the table, which will be fun. We got Recommendals with Randy after that. And an old TMS Mashups Origins edition today from September 2017.
Those. Cool.
Yeah, This is an old fart thing that shows the beginnings of Jamie's contributions to the show. So stick around for all of that coming up after this song that you'll now tell us about.
Yeah, we're going to go to Bloomington, Indiana for this one. Listen, if you're a fan of the Byrds, Big Star, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, stuff like that, then you're going to like this one. Brand new album coming out on July 29th called So Many Days by the band Triptides. Big thanks to Curation Records and Pavement Public Relations for this one. Here's the brand new single from the Triptides. It is called Fate. Here's some good old Americana for you.
Hagen presents Amazing Pig Tricks, starring Bacon and Pork Chop, the Happening Hogs.
The morning stream. Better than a pound of jam in your pants.
All right, we're back. Hey, remind me that song and maker of song again.
Sure. That song is called Fate. It's by Triptides from their upcoming album called So Many Days. Comes out July 29th.
All right. That's sooner than y'all think. You think we're far from July. We're not. July is like right around the effing corner.
Oh, don't tell me that. I don't want to know that. Now,
like
we're just getting into, Memorial Day just a week away, and it's, we're getting into the start of summer, and I don't want to think about the end of summer when it hasn't even started yet.
I know. I don't like it. No, sir, I don't. All right. Hey, put your heads down on your pillows and relax, because the old silky smooth-voiced Jim Job McGillicuddy coming in hot. Here we go.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
That man is indeed Tom Merritt. Joins us on Wednesdays and talks tech. Tom Merritt, good morning. How the heck are you?
Yes, member of AARP.
Yeah. Are you? That's right. Do you get their magazines and stuff now? I do. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't like it. I feel weird
Why?
getting that stuff.
No, I signed up the minute I turned 50.
Did you get that free trunk organizer?
Oh. Yes, I did.
Really?
Yeah, it's handy, actually. That was worth the price of admission right there.
Really? I haven't. I put mine in the trunk. I haven't used it a single time.
Oh, it's great. Like if you're bringing home like a bunch of melons, it keeps them from rolling all over your trunk. It's great.
I haven't brought home enough melons. That's my problem.
You didn't read. Apparently, you didn't read the March issue of AARP, which told you eat more melons.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I saw that. I just didn't take it.
I don't know. I feel like if I get the magazine, I would just feel like I've given in. Like I've given. I don't know why.
Really?
I don't know why. Isn't that weird? I feel like
I've always wanted to be old. So I was excited because I actually got an AARP card sent to me when I was in high school. Yeah. And I thought it was hilarious. I carried it around in my wallet. I tried to get a discount at McDonald's on my coffee, and they just laughed at me. And so I was like, the dream of my teens is alive.
It's finally here.
This will surprise all of you. I joined AARP so I could get the card to get discounts everywhere.
Yeah, that too.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked by this news. I don't know what to do with this information. Well, all right. Speaking of technology for 50 and older, we're going to do a little of that today. Tom Merritt brings the hot tech news of the day on Wednesdays, and today's no different. What's going on out there? What should we be looking for?
Many of you know, Scott Johnson appears on Daily Tech News Show on Wednesdays later today, and I prepared a treat for you, Scott.
Oh, I don't even know what to say. What can I get? I don't even know how to guess. Give me a hint.
I've got a I got a cryptocurrency story.
Oh, good.
shite.
Does it have the side of it, NFTs?
No. But stable coins? Can I interest you in some stable coins?
No, even though they were
no,
named
no.
to sound more stable than they are, which annoys me.
Are there horses on them?
No, sadly.
Damn
They're named Terra, Luna, and Tether. Also elements of Neil Stephenson novels.
Oh, well then, give him money.
Yeah. So, have you been seeing the headlines of the crash of cryptocurrency and the lawsuits and stuff flicking around?
Oh yeah. Seems pretty hairy right now, a little bit.
So today we're going to take a deep dive into what's actually going on, and it revolves around two stable coins. Stable coins are coins that are supposed to be tied to an actual currency, usually the US dollar, so that they always are worth $1. And we have two very different cases of stable coins. One that sort of was trying to be maybe tied to $1, but not really, and that's the one that crashed and everybody's suing. And then there's another one where it actually sunk below $1 and then bounced back, and it caused a little bit of panic when it did that, but I can explain, and we'll explain it on DTNS, why that happened and why that one was constructed properly so that it didn't actually end up crashing.
Does it work the same as if these were FDIC insured, that level of protections?
Interesting that you should say that. In both of these cases, we see what it looks like when something isn't FDIC insured, because there were essentially bank runs in both cases, but you didn't have deposit insurance, which is what the DNI and FDIC is. In Terra's case, or Luna and Terra are tied together. In Luna's case, that was very bad. In Tether's case, they had constructed it in such a way that it weathered this storm. Now, it may or may not weather future storms, but this run didn't get serious enough to bring it down.
Interesting. So, what's next step for those that took the bigger, like let's just talk about the broader market. There's so many cryptocurrencies took such a giant hit in the last 30 days or so, even less than that. What is the path forward for them? Do they aim for?
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a chicken and egg situation. It was the decline of cryptocurrencies across the board, Bitcoin, Ether, everything else, that caused these stable coins to face their challenges. So, and that's caused just by the economy. As the economy gets worse, investors leave riskier assets, and cryptocurrencies are some of the riskiest assets out there. So they started pulling their money out. Bitcoin declined, Ether declined, all the cryptocurrencies declined. The stable coins shouldn't decline. They're meant for this situation.
Right, they're supposed to weather
when
it.
everything else is declining, you move your money into the stable coins because they're stable. And you won't gain value a lot, but you won't lose value either. At least that's the theory. With Tether, that held up. With Terra, turns out, short version is, when you make the reserve that backs your stablecoin all of the cryptocurrencies that are declining, then that doesn't help you maintain your stable value.
No, that probably seemed like a good idea at the time, though. I could see why that would jump out as like, oh yeah, well, this is never going to collectively be a nightmare.
Exactly. We're diversified against all the cryptocurrencies. Oh wait, all the cryptocurrencies are now declining. Crap.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Whereas Tether backed itself with actual money, dollars and securities and bonds and things like that.
It is interesting to see some be surprised by this, and my answer to that is always, well, look at what we had. I mean, FDIC and its that deposit insurance stuff came about because people wanted stability in the way the
your
market
money's
works.
not here, Scott.
Exactly. and crypto going through that learning phase separately, it just seems like there was some history to look at and go, oh yeah, well, of course we're and they're going to have to figure out a way in this growing concern to come up with a way to insure it. Like, that's just the bottom line. You're never going to have like the vast acceptance of a currency. It's bigger than ever, sure, but you're never going to have the vast, like, overall, like the whole country's in on it or the whole world's in on it without some kind of stability that's just baseline,
Yeah. And Tether had that stability without it being legislated. Again, there's still questions whether it has enough stability to weather future challenges, which it may or may not face, but it weathered this one, whereas Luna did not. And so now there's talk about regulation and whether stablecoins should have to be backed by actual currencies, whether they should have to be transparent about those. That's the problem with Tether is they say, oh, we're backed by a mix of these kinds of backings, which are all the right things to say, but they don't tell you how much and which ones and all that sort of thing. So they're transparent up to a point. And they got in trouble with the state of New York for doing some creative accounting a year ago in February 2021 and had to pay a fine. Now they say it was never that they weren't able to back their currency. It was a lack of transparency, but they still aren't extremely transparent. So a lot of questions on all this stuff, but it is evolving. And you're also seeing the first proposals for legislation. There's a senator wanting to put forth that. So yeah.
I'm glad you brought this up today because I got an email last night, and this is true. His name, the person or the sender is Crypto King 850. All right. And he tells me, he must know me for real. It's not just a bot or something, because he says to me, now is the time to take all your artwork off of mydrawings.com and convert them to NFTs because they're so low right now. Now's the time to get them ready so that when
gas fees are low. Yeah.
So when everything goes back the other way, I'll be ready.
Well, what do you expect? He's 849th in succession for the throne.
I mean, I don't know if that company or what company is the one to trust, but the principle of buy low, sell high is still appropriate.
It still exists,
so if you can find a place you trust, then sure.
Yeah. This idea that I need to go take thousands of drawings and convert them immediately is a kind of a hilarious ask, but whatever. I would like to see whatever the future of crypto in general, the technology, the currency tied to it, and all the other millions of uses for blockchain and all that. I'd like to see it figure itself out and thrive. I'm not rooting for this death nail. Everybody seems to be super stoked about all that stuff crashing. I think it will hinder whatever the eventual progress is. But that progress is slow, and it comes after time, and you got to learn these lessons. Some of them are hard. I still think this stuff susses out to be sensible one day. It's just right now it feels like chaos to me.
Yeah, I would urge people not to condemn the technology that's being used because of the companies, and not to condemn any company from ever using this because there are a majority of companies that are shady.
Yeah.
And I think this Tether and Luna story shows that. The Tether and Terra story shows that, is that there is a way to do this where you can look at it and go, I don't know, that doesn't, it'll never drop is a scare word for me. I'm like, yes, it will.
Yeah.
So I'm backing out of there.
Yeah.
No, we're being responsible. We're backing things up, which is why I trust Coinbase for things, because they were very no, we're going to work with governments. We're going to work within the system. We're going to follow the rules. Okay, that seems like the right way to go. The ones that sort of sell you something that's too good to be true, we don't even need to back it with dollars. We can just use lots of cryptocurrency. Well, those are the ones that seem riskier. And, I'm not saying you shouldn't ever try them, but just know that those are incredibly risky and they might not work out like this one did not.
Well, there you go. That and a ton more conversation about how all this works, why it's happening, and what you might do about it will happen today on the Daily Tech News Show at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. I'll be there, like Tom indicated, along with Roger, Sarah, and Tom. And it's always a fun time on Wednesdays, so do check that out if you get a chance. Tom Merritt, as always, there's probably something else going on. I don't know if you're still trying to free your newsletter. If you are, then
well, maybe. Sure, I am. But I also started another newsletter. Yeah, it's in fact
expensive Tom newsletter.
it can be if you want it to be. The techtom.substack.com is the place where I'll be posting longer form writing on tech. And in fact, I wrote a full article on Terra, Tether, and Luna that went to the paid subscribers yesterday. So if you were a paid subscriber to my Substack, you would know all of what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, I read that article already. And then the free subscribers, you can be a free subscriber, you don't have to pay, are going to get that article after DTNS today. And that article is the basis for our discussion on DTNS. There's lots of free stuff. I've written something on comparing the energy usage of gold and Bitcoin. I wrote something on the Texas social media law. Those went out to the free folks as well. There was an explainer on variable refresh rate in monitors that went only to the paid folks. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, techtom.substack.com.
Very cool. It's Tom Merritt, everybody. You know him as Ace Detect on Twitter. You know, the hot new social media platform. So go check him out there. Tom Merritt, I'll see you later this afternoon. Have a great day.
Thanks, y'all.
Good, Tom.
Bye now. All right. Crypto Man.
Crypto Man.
Crypto Man. That's got to be a thing, right? Somebody's made a fake hero.
Somebody's definitely, and it's like just used to sell crypto, and it's horrendous, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're not talking about like a good, entertaining sort of animated.
No, not talking about something from one of the comic companies. I'm thinking somebody, Crypto Farm 522.com. Let's invite Crypto Man.
It's so exhausting, all of this.
It is.
All right, I'm going to find Randy in here somewhere. Oh, here he is. Okay, we're adding him to the call. We're going to do some recommendals where you spent real money on a streaming service and then watched a thing, and we're going to talk about those. Hey, look who it is. It's Randy Jordan, a.k.a. Randy Deluxe, joining us as he does every Wednesday for Little Recommendals. He's on video today. Look at this. Look at Randy, everybody.
He's on video.
Yeah,
Good morning stream. How you doing?
Good, man.
I'm doing just great. I've had a great time listening so far. What a show.
It's good stuff. You got that weird filter on.
Blurry back there,
yeah.
Randy.
How do you do that? Is that a thing in Discord now? I didn't know you could do that.
Yes, Discord added that I don't know, a couple weeks ago.
I missed it. That's kind of cool. Well,
Can
there you
make
go.
Yourself look underwater?
He's a Boca.
Yes, but I'm not gonna.
He's not gonna.
All right.
Underwater levels are the worst, Brian. When's the last time you played Mario? It's the worst.
This is 100% true.
Yeah, this is all true. Well, it's good to have you here, Randy. We're going to get cranking here on our... go ahead. Do you have a thought?
I just want to say,
Yeah.
because I can now, you can't cut me off just yet. You're not going to dump me now. So I can
don't tempt him.
I just want to say, I realized earlier in the show that I am very, very lucky and privileged. You come up with the idea of magazines in doctor's offices, and I'm like, I have no idea. I don't go to doctor's offices. I never have.
Oh, that's good.
But you're aware they exist.
Well, for sure. And I wasn't totally stymied. I was just like, what even? I just don't go there.
Well, here's the good thing. The answers that we gave today would be the answers we would have given 20 years ago.
Probably, yeah. I probably think so. And the other thing is, like, when AARP came up just now, my first thought was, I'll worry about that in 20 years. What's going on with you, man? Why do I think, I don't know why, but I just somehow think I am so young and so healthy. Like, that's my initial thought.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I just feel really, really lucky.
No, trust me, man. Just like there were years where I thought nothing will ever hurt me. I'm good. And then, eventually it'll catch up to you. Don't worry. You'll get there.
Yeah.
And by the time that happens, they'll give you your own personal tablet in the office. You won't need a magazine anyway. So you'll never have to deal with this lifelong tradition.
I have been to the doctor.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't go to. I'm in Kaiser Permanente, which is an amazing health organization. Like that should do all of our nation's healthcare. Quite frankly, they should just apply Kaiser Permanente to the whole country. Yeah. But like you go in there aren't magazines. Why would there? I mean, I haven't seen a magazine. I've been going to Kaiser Permanente doctors for 11 years. I've never seen a magazine.
I just love the name.
I could just
love the name Kaiser Permanente. It's just amazing.
Yeah,
name.
we have those here too. Kaiser Permanente.
I don't think they're here. I could be wrong.
It's like a hybrid German-Spanish. Kaiser Permanente.
Yeah, Permanente. All right. Well, excellent. You're the permanent Kaiser is what it means. You're never going to get.
All right.
You're never getting voted out. You're the Kaiser for life.
Kaiser just means Caesar, right?
I don't know. Does it? I have no idea.
So. I think it's just a Germanic way of saying Caesar.
Et tu, Kaiser, et tu? No, that's Brute. Anyway. Well, it's good to have you here. Let's get diving in here. Brian, you got some clips, and there's two, it looks like. You got a setup for this first one here?
Sure. This first one, everybody saw this on Netflix, and they immediately said, oh, well, Brian's going to watch this one for sure. He's going to probably watch it and recommend to it, so whatever. Let's get to it.
All right. Here it comes.
Here is the question. According to the National Park Service, what should you do first if you are being charged by a bear in Yellowstone National Park? A, stand still. B, sing loudly while backpedaling. C, run toward it. D, shout and wave your arms. Say the word.
Superfluously, yeah.
Right. There you go. Answer the question. Lock it in. She locks it in.
I love that.
She, and
Stone
only
face.
she, knows whether her answer is right.
So the answer actually, once again, is D. I was a Girl Scout, and as part of the training, we obviously talked through, what it is to do when you wave your arms. Fortunately, when I went to Yellowstone with my family, we got a repeat of that lesson, and so yeah, I've heard it twice now. Well, more times in Girl Scouts, but it's shout and wave your arms. You want to make yourself look big to scare the bear.
Katie?
Yes.
Let's start with you again. Were you telling the truth, or were you bullshitting?
I was lying. I was bullshitting.
Is this Howie Mandel?
That's Howie Mandel.
Definitely Howie Mandel. 100%.
All right.
The most game showy host of the 2000s, I think. Former Gizmo, former Gremlin, Howie Mandel. That is Bullshit the Game Show on Netflix. And with any new thing like that, it's like, all right, if you've got a really clever twist to it, then I'll watch an episode or two. Did that with The Chase, did that with The Box, did that with all these other things that have cropped up in the last few years. This one hooked me enough to get me to watch like 5 episodes, and it's the premise is this: you've got somebody kind of in the center in the hot seat. They're the ones answering the questions. That's the woman answering the question about what should you do if you're charged by a bear. She gives her answer, and then regardless of whether she gets it right or wrong, she needs to convince 3 people who are standing in front of her that she gave the right answer. And to do that, if she gave the wrong answer, she needs to bullshit. She needs to really come up with a reason why she knew that. She needs to Slumdog Millionaire and say, oh yeah, in my life, when I was 8, I saw a bear and I waved my arms and the bear went away and it worked. And so that's how I know that you wave your hands to scare away a bear. That's kind of the funny part of this. The questions themselves are probably like 20% gettable. They're very difficult. You can, I felt like I was getting about 1 out of every 4 or 5. So they're tuned to be hard. They're tuned to increase the chance that you're going to have to bullshit your way out of it. But it's watching these people trying off the cuff come up with the reason why they said George Bush and no new taxes or whatever. That's the entertaining part of it. And, game shows, not for everybody. And if you're not a fan of game shows, this one certainly won't change your mind about them. But if you kind of like that unique style of trivia that introduces some other gimmick to the concept and isn't just a straight up trivia show, then this is a pretty clever one.
Okay. Yeah. Would you put it on par with it sounds like I'm listening to some CBS game show. Like, it doesn't sound like Netflix.
Here's where the big difference is. And here's what I really like about it is for whatever reason, they don't edit this thing like a typical game show. There is very little fluff. Maybe every couple of questions, Howie will say, okay, now it's up to these people to figure out if you're telling the truth, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But way less of that. And there are so many game shows that do this whole thing where on the next episode, it's like, previously on Bullshit the Game Show, this person went up and they lost, and then this person came up and they made it to 10,000, blah, blah, blah. This one, when one show ends, you get some credits, you press the little watch next episode button, and the next one begins, and within 10 seconds, you're kind of right back where you were. Like, it's that quick.
Man. That sounds good.
This is one of those things, Randy, we were talking, I think it was you suggested, why doesn't Netflix just make things like this one long show, and you just go into it and leave it when you want, as opposed to 30-minute chunks. Doesn't need to be 30-minute chunks.
Yeah, for me, it that came from the Eric Stone Street show on Hulu, and I don't know the name of it now, but it's a game show where people set up dominoes and knock them over.
Oh, I remember that.
I mean, that's
I remember this too. Yeah.
Trust me, terrible premise.
Right, paper thin.
This is a show for nobody. But like a lot of these shows, they live and die on: is the host really, really fun and funny with the contestants and with the other, like the co-hosts? And I mean, I love Eric Stone Street so much, and he can't help but be really charming, right? But I didn't keep watching it. Like, it was like, if they had just run this all together, if it was 8 hours of this, I might have kept watching.
So did Netflix not drop this all at once, Brian, or did they?
They did drop it all at once.
They did.
And so you can binge the whole thing, and we've basically kind of been putting it on as like filler, like while we're cooking dinner, we'll throw it on there so that, we can, we'll watch one person's path through before they get replaced. That's kind of the other thing. The 3 people, whoever is the most accurate of those 3 people, if the person gets called out on their bullshit by all 3 people, they become the new person in the center. So there's incentive for them to really fine tune and say, oh yeah, I think this person's completely full of crap.
Yeah.
There's one guy, it's worst thing just for this guy, who gets a question about planets, and he's like, okay, well, so yeah, there's the planets, and then so you've got this thing with the different planets that are, and I took science in school, and so I know this.
That's his whole thing. Nice.
That was his whole thing. And it was like, just bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, you're out, dude.
Yeah, get out of here, man. That's great. Some people are bad liars. They
really are, and it's really funny watching people kind of see the crap that they come up with as they're doing this. The right strategy is the first question, which is usually kind of an easier one. They do scale up a little bit in difficulty. What you do is you create 1,000 different tells, and you use them on that first question that you got right, so that everybody thinks, oh, well, he stands back from the podium, or he shakes his head no, or he looks up to the right, or things like that.
And are you okay with that developing meta in shows? Like that's the thing that always takes me away from a show. Like the first few seasons of Survivor are freaking awesome. And after the meta develops, I don't care about that show at all. I can't watch it.
Oh, really?
I don't think it's fun.
What Survivor has done well with that is they keep moving the target. So, yeah, this, forming an alliance, like they figured out, like it was such a brilliant thing in the first one that whatever the Survivor producers didn't think, oh, these people might group up and actually form a voting block that, gets them to the end. Once they did that, then it's like, okay, well, let's add these hidden immunities in the jungle, or we'll add this thing where somebody goes off to an island and leaves the rest of their team behind. They just keep reinventing. I'll stand by Survivor and Amazing.
To Randy's point, this is why I won't play Hearthstone anymore, because I can't stand the idea of I need to know a meta to compete. I hate it. I hate that.
And game development is a very interesting thing, right? So like I could see there being like a
Did you lose something, Scott? You're looking all around like
I have lost something, but continue on, keep talking. I'm good. I'll find
anyway,
it.
I'm glad you brought this up, because I would have never known that it existed. So that's why the main thing is I'm really, really glad you brought this up. Like if you go Google how to watch bullshit, you will get nothing. You will not get led to. I'm at this point. I'm vamping. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
And he's back.
Sorry, I'm back. I'm back, everybody. Don't worry. I found what I was looking for.
Good. Yeah. Well, I still haven't found what I was looking for.
Well, you too. You guys got something in common. All right, tell me about clip number 2, Brian. What do you got here?
Netflix bullshit. Hey, other one. This also is on Netflix, and it's great when you can find a 90s movie that you haven't seen before that is like that complete 90s action thriller with some horror elements, with stars you love and all that sort of thing, and then you realize this movie's from 2013. Okay, play the clip.
All right, here we go.
You promise you're gonna find me? I can promise you this, sweetheart, okay? You've got the best team of people in this whole city working to find you. But in order for us to help you, I need you to help me. Now, can you do that, sweetheart? Can you do that? Okay. Okay. Okay, good girl. Good girl. Now, Casey, first thing I need you to do is look inside that trunk and see if you can find a release lever. Call the cats, kids. Okay? Usually it glows in the dark. Do you see that? No, it doesn't even have one of those. Okay. Okay, it's okay, sweetheart. What mall were you at when you were abducted? Fashion Plaza. Fashion Plaza. Okay. Oh, I know, the one that's downtown, right? Okay, it's okay, sweetheart. Calm down. What's your last name? Wilson, okay. Oh my God. Okay, I see that. I got all your information right here in front of me, okay? Freaking out right now. Oh, look, you're a Capricorn. Me too. You know what that means, honey? What? We're fighters. That means we were born to fight. So you know what I want you to do? I want you to fight, okay? Can you fight for me, Casey? Yeah. Okay, good girl.
Okay, tell me that. Is that Halle Berry?
That is Halle Berry.
Okay.
To be. Wow.
And Abigail Breslin is the crying girl in the trunk. This is a movie that so easily could have been a 1998 or something late 90s kind of thriller. It's called The Call. There's a lot of movies called The Call. This is The Call that came out in 2013, starring Halle Berry.
Yeah, that's a common one. I've heard that name a million times. Sure.
Yep, exactly. And there's even a band called The Call. Don't look for that call either. This call is coming from inside Netflix. Anyway, there's even 2 The Calls in Netflix, so make sure you're picking the one that's got Halle Berry from 2013.
Nice.
So this one, good, right? Like it's your good solid 90s thriller. Very tense, very well put together, and it has a really clever premise that Halle Berry's a 911 operator. She works, the kind of the 911 dispatch thing, but it's her job while the police are on their way to calm the person down, get as much information as possible. Unfortunately, the person she's talking to is a girl who's been abducted and put into a trunk, and her cell phone is a disposable that doesn't have a GPS on it, so she has to figure out ways to determine, all right, what are we listening to? Are we listening to highway? Are you on the highway? Or is there a lot of stops and things like that? Plus, because it's a movie like this, there has to be something that happened in Halle Berry's past that haunts her for this one. It's the, I'm sure, Randy, the TV trope name for that one. I don't know it, but it's the,
whatever it is.
It's the Hitchcockian, I can't see the color red, but everything's red and kind of thing.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Now, here's we saw previews for this, and Tina like, oh yeah, we'll have to go see that. We completely forgot about it for 9 years. And then we were looking for something to watch, and I said, oh, that Halle Berry movie that we kind of always wanted to see is on Netflix. Let's watch that. We watched it, and if there's a satisfying ending to the film, I'll tell you that. Okay. And then there's some other bullcrap that happens after that that I want you to forget. I want you to forget that.
Okay.
But you get this great, satisfying conclusion to the film, and then for some reason they feel like, oh, what we need to do is something a little bit more. I was like, oh no.
So it sounds like you've answered my question. My question is always, why is this 44% on Rotten Tomatoes? And it sounds like you're saying
it's that secondary ending. Like,
okay,
it definitely better. Which is that, the critic reviews or the audience reviews? That's the 44%.
The critics, the main.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Well, it's better. I feel like it's better than 44%.
Yeah, the audience gives it 65.
Really? Okay. See, that's what I'd say it deserves, is more like a top 2/3.
Michael Imperioli's in this. I like him.
Michael Imperioli from The Sopranos is in this. Yeah.
Oh, I like him a lot.
And he's great. This is a really quick role, but a very important one to the story. So he's great to watch for. I'm trying to think if I don't think the director Brad Anderson has.
Yeah, here's a funny bit of trivia. Yeah. This is his lowest rated movie on IMDb. Every movie Brad Anderson has made has come in better than this. Not IMDb, on Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes, yeah.
So, and his highest rated movie is
probably
called
The Machinist.
Probably
it's
The
called
Machinist.
Trans-Siberian.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And,
that was great with the this is another one to see. They're on the Trans-Siberian Railway. It's Woody Harrelson and somebody, and a murder takes place, or they're basically, the whole movie I think takes place on this train, and that was really good too. I didn't see The Machinist, but
his most upside down movie on Rotten Tomatoes is Beirut, and I forgot this existed, and now I want to watch it. It's what's his name? John Hamm. Right?
Oh, okay. John Hamm. Sure.
I think
it's John Hamm.
And anyway, on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got an 82%, but then the audience score is 57. What did this movie do to you?
So I can never trust him.
So Drew Nielsen says, no spoilers, but it sounds like it might be the kind of ending where at first you think the killer is dead or / gone, but then suddenly the hand reappears and then cut to credits. No, I will tell you, it's not that kind of crap ending. That would piss me off.
Yeah.
Carrie, the old 70s Carrie did that great, and no other movie should ever do that ever again.
Yeah.
But no, it's you get resolution, and then you get maybe we're going to take matters into our own hands kind of thing, and for 2 minutes things get taken into their own hands, but whatever.
Sure.
Blah blah blah.
That's a great way of putting it.
Exactly. Oh, that Brad Anderson here. This is weird. Brad Anderson. Hold on. Let me find this again.
Yes.
Is the nephew of Holland Taylor from The Practice, and I think she was on West Wing. She was. She is dating the actress from all the American Horror Stories that I can't remember.
This lady. I know this lady.
Everybody knows her, right? Sarah Paulson.
Yes, but Holland Taylor is she's been around forever.
She has been around forever. She's been in everything. You definitely know Holland Taylor.
I feel like you've
started
seen
out on Bosom
Oh yeah, if you
Buddies
go look at her thing, look at her IMDb, she's in everything you've ever seen ever.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, you know that face. She's
great. That's neither here nor there. I'm talking about the movie The Call from 2013, starring Halle Berry and Michael Imperioli and Abigail Breslin.
And I just want to insert: Brad Anderson directed an episode of Peacemaker. Just one.
Oh,
one
really?
episode. Here you go.
Okay. Yeah. See, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I think, like I said, this thing is better than a 40% Rotten Tomato score, but I think it is on par with like a 60%, 65% Rotten Tomato score.
Well, now I want to watch it, and it never occurred to me. So thank you.
Yeah, you've never seen The Machinist, by the way.
That's what I try to do here: is give you something that you'd never heard of, maybe, or something you've been wondering about, and then watch it.
Yeah, see The Machinist if you haven't. If you want,
Randy just left, and he's going to go watch the movie now. Apparently,
all right, great. Just took off.
He just left the Discord and said, "I'm going to go watch that movie right now."
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Yep,
Did you watch it?
We got him
that
back.
Quick?
He's back. Did you watch the movie and then he came back? That's great.
What?
I don't know. You disappeared for a minute.
You left. And I said, "Oh, I guess you went to go watch it right now."
Yeah. You disappeared from our list of videos.
It was like for a second. I was gone for 1 second.
Yeah, you're back now. You're
it was
good
an
now.
important second, though,
yeah.
Randy.
That was it's maybe the most important second of the day, and I don't know how we're going to recover. All right, let's move on to this here. Yeah. Wait, what do we have? Oh, did we do your number
Scott.
2 yet? We did, right? It's my turn.
Yep, he did a number 2 right in front of us.
Yep, we all took a number 2. Here we go. Get ready to be depressed with mine, so enjoy. Here's my clip.
Nobody wants to accept what the hell I say. Because what I tell you is what I know is fact. I have nothing to gain, I have nothing to lose by telling you something that's not the truth. But I'm getting to the point that I keep going over and over and over everything, and I'm at the breaking point with it. I don't know how much more of this shit I can take. Well, what do you think happened to it? I don't know. I don't.
Okay. Any recognition of that voice?
I feel like Mindhunter taught me that this is what John Wayne Gacy sounds like.
You are correct. This is John Wayne Gacy's voice.
Was it Mindhunter? Some show?
No, Mindhunter didn't. I don't think they did him.
Yeah, that would have been a lot earlier.
Too early, yeah, I think. Okay. Although if they come back for another season, which now is rumored again, that would be cool if they got into some of those early 80s deals. Yeah. But yes,
there's some show that dramatized him, and that's exactly what he sounds like.
Yeah, I think he's probably. Well, John Wayne Gacy, one of the most notorious serial killers in the history of this country. I'm not like a rabid true crime fan, but I'll watch a good documentary here and there, and I do like them to be good, like well made, and not just shock value or music is supposed to make you feel a certain way or whatever. I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that. I like when I just get a really well researched and presented documentary. And sometimes true crime falls into that category. In this case, I did watch it. It's called Conversations with a Killer, the John Wayne Gacy tapes. And this came out, I want to say, a couple of weeks ago on Netflix. Is a short run of, I think, only 4 episodes. Might be 6. I think it's 4. Crap, I can't remember. It's short, though. Shortish. And anyway, it's all up there now, and it's a bunch of tapes that no one's ever heard of before until now, where he gets interviewed at various times and is sometimes acting like he never did anything wrong. No idea what anyone's talking about. Mm-hmm. I don't have anything to lose, like that tape. But then,
I'm just a clown.
Yeah, it's just a clown doing clown stuff. And then later, somebody else will interview him, or even the same people will interview him, and he's just admitting to everything left and right. Like, oh yeah, I killed all these people and these people and these people, and here's where you find the bodies, and this is where you find this body, and I ran out of room under my floorboard, so I had to take bodies to the river, and then he'll do another interview later, going, I don't know if that was me admitting that, maybe that wasn't me saying those, like just a total freaking psychopath in every freaking way, and this just sheds some light on that process. The police at the time who were involved are now, part of this documentary, talking about the investigation and how they figured it out and what they did to, try to get restitution or closure to some of the families who couldn't find victims, that sort of thing. It's a really good one of those. So if you like those
cool.
and you're fascinated by human behavior and just kind of all that minutia, this is going to be for you. If you don't like anything to do with true crime documentaries, probably stay away. Don't watch it.
Are you fascinated by I am very fascinated by human behavior, but I think I make an exception for psychosis. I think I don't find much interesting in what seems to me like buggy code.
Oh, for me, it's the opposite. To me, it's because it's buggy that makes it fascinating. Like if they, like I don't go ooh. Rubbernecky. What's this? It's not like salacious to me. What it is to me is like, why does a person do this?
Right.
And the better documentaries are the ones that really dig deep into those questions and provide at least some answers. And it's the reason I like shows like Mindhunter and even dramatic stuff like that, because again, they're exploring this part of humanity that otherwise I'm just like, what the frick is this? Why is this guy so broken? I think it's interesting to try to learn that. And I think it's valuable to society to come up with ways to understand better so that we can prevent better. Like it's all high fruit on the tree, but I don't see, to me, this stuff helps you reach for
There was a lot of his stuff too at that Zach Bagans Haunted Museum. There was a whole room that was serial killers. So it had some Manson stuff and Ted Bundy stuff. And then there was a whole thing of John Wayne Gacy stuff, his drawings and like he was he fancied himself a little bit of an artist with a lot of kind of really weird drawings.
Yeah, especially the clown art was very odd. And some of that stuff they talk about it a little bit in the documentary, but some of that stuff sold for like ridiculous amounts of money. Yeah. But he didn't get a lot of it. A lot of it went to victims. Like there's a whole sub story about that weirdness. But dude was defiant right up till his death. He was killed he was executed. I can't remember what. I think it was just the injection, lethal injection.
Lethal injection,
if I remember right. But that was like 94. He was only 52 when they took him out. But it's a fascinating, interesting story as a historical record. And again, like I'm saying, I will say this 100%. If you're at all squeamish about such subject matter, I totally get it. Like, why would you want to put yourself through it? But I come at it from a more clinical perspective. I suppose if I had been kidnapped by a dude and shoved in his basement for 4 days and beaten with an inch of my life,
think about it differently.
Probably have a different feeling about how easy it is for me to approach it academically. I understand that too. So keep your emails, you don't need to spend your ones and zeros on me today.
I think you're really weird, Scott. I think something awfully wrong with you if you think this is okay.
I get more of that than I'd care to admit, but
I'm sure you do.
But anyway, it's real good and on Netflix and available now. Again, it is called Conversations with a Killer, the John Wayne Gacy tapes. All right, Randy, let's return to something probably more lovely.
This is going to be way different. There's a I've been doing a thing where I'm kind of like recommending something the instant it comes out, and I promise I'm not going to do it every week. This is just so good, and I captured a random moment because they're all random moments in the show.
All right, here we go.
Hey, man. I'm sorry about coming over at 2 o'clock in the morning drunk, but I just really needed to talk.
But it's only 10 and you're sober.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, I'll go get drunk, and I'll be back in 4 hours.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, come on in.
All right, thanks.
I'll tell you what. I'll make us up a pot of coffee.
Oh, that'd be great. Thanks for letting me come over.
And what's got you so upset?
Well, I think my imaginary girlfriend is cheating on me.
Are you crazy? Camille will never do that. She loves you.
It sounds like that.
You just played a clip with my two favorite guys from that.
Dave Foley and Kevin McDonald.
Yes.
And by the way, I don't think this is a spoiler because a lot of people have been talking about this online. you're gonna see Dave Foley and Kevin McDonald's full frontal nudity in vivid high definition.
Oh, I heard that didn't happen
early in the new season.
I thought it was like later, because I kept seeing friends pop in on Twitter going, "Oh, I hit the episode." I thought it was like later in the thing, but no, it's early.
No,
it's early
it
on.
is. It is like the second sketch in the first episode.
Okay.
This is the new season of The Kids in the Hall. These guys were, I think they are better now than they were 30 years ago. I feel like 30 years ago they were young and they were trying everything and just seeing what happens. And they were making a lot. They were making like 10 hours a year, right? And this is like real tight, real well edited. It's so good, guys. And this also might be their last hurrah, right? Like we might not ever see this again. So this is the kind of thing where I just want everybody to watch it so we can talk about it.
Is it just called Kids in the Hall, or what's the title?
Yeah, it's The Kids in the Hall on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime also has the original seasons, and I think they also have Brain Candy, but anyway, just Kids in the Hall on Amazon Prime. I've got a link to it.
So they just jumped right back in, kept the name and everything. They did like Kids in the Hall, a new generation.
And they remade the intro, and they remade they made all new interstitials that are exactly like 30 years ago. So it is a trip back in time, man. If you watch the Kids in the Hall in its native format, like it is trippy how they just jump right into doing the exact same thing they used to do.
Well, I love those guys and everything they do, and this is definitely going to be a watch for me. So penises or otherwise, I'm in. I don't care.
It's the same crew. They bring in a bunch of stunts. Like they bring in people that you're going to recognize and go, "Oh wow, that's a famous person." And they do it just for the sake of doing it. It really looks like they went on Cameo and paid people that are famous
we haven't lost any of them, right? And they're all still with us, so it's
correct.
It's all of them. Cool.
That's correct. It's the original 5 are all still there.
They're all early 60s now.
Scott Thompson is a slightly older, exactly the same person.
Yeah.
It's
oh my God,
remarkable how
he's the one who looks exactly the same, whereas everybody else, especially Kevin.
Right, Kevin McDonald has aged dramatically. Bruce McCullough has not changed much, but every one of them shows their age. Mark McKinney is the one that has aged the most as far as you're going to see. But like if you watched Superstore, you're
already used to it. Yeah,
you
already. Yep, exactly.
Freaking love that guy.
And they still kind of pair up the same way they always did, right? Like it's still like Bruce and Mark. Dave and Kevin pair up, and then Scott is kind of like this guy who floats around and sometimes is doing his own thing.
Yeah.
And they make actual use of that. They have like sketches where the two pairs are separate, they come together, and then Scott is the fifth, the extra. Like there's an incredible sketch, I think in the second episode, where they're all working in a restaurant together, and Scott Thompson is the eccentric chef, and it's just, oh my gosh. Like I want to talk to people about this, and so you have to watch it.
Yeah, cool. It's Dave Foley, youngest of the crew, born in '63. Everybody else like 59 and 58. But he doesn't look the youngest of the. Doesn't look the youngest of the crew. I think
like I say, they've all aged. Everybody's 30 years older now than
That's
they
what
were.
happens to people.
Yeah, you get old. You get old, man. That's what happens.
And like I say, I could see them. They also had a reunion in 2010. And I could see them doing another one 10 years from now. But like I said, at that point, like Scott Thompson is pushing 80.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's not going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's just, this will never happen again. This thing with these guys fully nude, walking around out in public. It just, that I can't see this ever happening again.
It's never going to happen again. No.
Yeah, it's just like, this is amazing to me, and I'm so happy for it, and I was so glad. I was a little trepidatious, and I'm sure you were too, right? You're like, could they? And they do. I'm telling you,
old magic. And,
yes, pull it off.
I'm telling you, absolutely they do.
That makes me happy to hear. That's on Amazon Prime. Everybody, it is literally just it's Kids in the Hall, and they have the seasons. I just checked; they have the seasons all together. They just run it like it's a new season, which is kind of hilarious to me. I don't know why. I just thought they would have made it like separate somehow, or I don't know. I don't know what they would have done. Like Odenkirk and what's his beak did that with
Bob and David, Mr. Show.
Mr. Show, and it was so they made it stand out from the other stuff, and then this is just like, nope, it's just like we took 30 years off.
I'm showing it as just called season 1, but it's the same name. The Kids in the Hall season 1.
Oh, mine says season. Oh, well, I guess it depends on where you look.
I looked around to see if they're making more. Like if this is successful, are they going to make more in 2022, 2023? And it looks like no, they're not. At least currently, they don't have any plans like that.
It's a smart thing to do, right? Because it's like, we won't, if this isn't received well, if it doesn't do well, then we're not saying, oh, well, wait, maybe we'll get better in 2023. Not like it isn't going to be great. It seems like it's great.
Yeah.
The other question that came up that as I was looking around is, do they revisit some of their more famous characters and sketches? And my answer is kind of, but not really. There's not like, they don't really lean into things that you might have seen 30 years ago. They've got a lot of modern takes on their kind of humor. The clip I hit you with, that could have been 30 years ago, but it wasn't. They didn't do jokes like that exactly 30 years ago. There's just a thing here where you can tell these guys as comic writers have lived the last 30 years. They have, they've better like fine-tuned and honed what they're making fun of.
Sure. I miss news radio. I miss all their side
Superstore.
stuff. I miss Superstore. Yeah. Even though it was recent. So good. I forgot Lauren Michaels produced the whole damn thing and is still main producer.
Yes. And that's, so then the connection to some of the more famous cameos. You can kind of guess what you're gonna run into. Lauren basically, it's all people that he's attached to.
Oh, well, sure. I hope that means Bill Hader shows up. That's what I want. You're not going to tell me, and it's okay. But I'm just saying, I would really like it if Bill Hader showed up. Awesome. All right. Well, there's your 3 big deals this week. 4 total things this week. Brian, you're 2 again, just so we can tell people the end of the show.
Sure.
Here.
Bullshit the Game Show and The Call.
Mine is called Conversations with a Killer, John Wayne Gacy tapes, and of course, Kids in the Hall from Randy, which I think of the week's things, that's the one I'm thinking of probably watch next. I don't know.
I'm just begging you to, so we can talk about it. That's my only reason for ever recommending something that's brand new like this.
Yeah. Good point. Well, all right then. And also Randy puts all this stuff all over the place. So he smears it everywhere. And we also have some pretty good news coming up in June when school's over for one Nicole Spag. The family just got bigger on Wednesday. We're going to keep Randy here. And Nicole's going to come back. Recommendals becomes 4 people. It probably means Brian can only do one of his many things.
I'll just do one. I'm totally fine with just doing one. So,
so we'll have a little less in that regard, but actually in total we'll have as many as we ever have. So
that's right. But we'll have a bigger variety because we'll have 25% more of a different perspective on streaming content.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited.
I know it's only going to be like 10 weeks, but we're going to savor every one of those 10 weeks with Nicole.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Also, she's moving to Ware, Missouri, right?
I believe. Yep.
I'm so jealous of that barn he's getting to convert into a shop.
Right? I know. Oh. Isn't it the dream of any podcaster to have like a separate studio outside of their basement in like a little room in a beautiful part
and you know
of the
who,
backyard?
And you know who absolutely nailed it? Bo Burnham. No, not Bo Burnham. The comedian who did the Inside.
That's
Bo
Burnham. Bo Burnham Inside.
Okay, thank you. All right.
During the pandemic, yeah,
my poor brain. But like he totally nailed it with this like guest house next to a pool.
Yeah.
That concept is like amazing that you could have that on your property. And
I want to do I want to do that now. So anyway, that's going to happen. Watch for that. In the meantime, Randy Deluxe on Twitter. Of course, if you're part of the Tadpole group on Facebook and all these other places, he'll post that stuff there.
Help me. Why does my brain not want that young comedian to be named Bo Burnham? Why do I think Bo Burnham is a slightly older puppet comic?
I don't know. Like the puppet guy with
the ventriloquist.
Oh, I don't know why.
Is there a ventriloquist?
Oh, Jeff, you're thinking of Jeff Dunham.
Okay, all right, you're right.
You know what? I don't blame you. But Dunham Burnham, I'd do that. I'd mix those two up.
Burnham.
Yeah, Dunham Burnham.
Dunham Burnham.
The human brain was not ever meant for English.
I agree. English is hard. Randy Jordan, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye. He got a little. You heard he got a little out.
It did. That was well done. Yeah,
right. Feel pretty good about that. All right, look, everybody, it's time for a mashup. Now, this is a bonus. We don't normally do these on Wednesdays, but we are today. This is a TMS Mashups, TMS Origins from September of 2017. Feels so long ago now.
It does.
Anyway, let's see what this is. I think this is maybe the first thing he ever sent is the deal. But I haven't heard it, so I don't actually know. So anyway, let's find out together when I hit play. All right, we have a fan send something in that I want to play before we move on to the news.
Cool.
Jamie Brand. I got this morning from Jamie Brand in my email. Didn't know what to expect. Apparently, he's been collecting sounds I make. And this is going to be as bad as you think it is. And
great. All right, cool.
In a good way, of course, but it's horrifying. So I want to play it now. I want to thank him for this. It's 46 seconds, but I know it took him a long time to make it. Here is me in all the wrong context making terrible sounds. Here you go. Now. Oh, I farted. Oh, yeah. Oh, Nelly. Oh, thank you. Can I have another? No. Oh, yes. Hubba, hubba. Red Pop. Woo! Yes! Hubba, hubba, hubba. Beer chips. Yeah, poo candy. Don't forget to bring a towel. When did I ever say poo candy?
Poo candy. Probably because we had those donkey nuggets.
We
probably ate for we probably eaten those right before that segment. So this is wow. So it's every time you play that fart thing at the end of the news intro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's really funny.
That's so funny.
Anyway, well done, Jamie Brand. I don't know where you came from or who you are, but you've done it. So well done. Yeah. And now he's forever a permanent fixture here.
You did so well that I actually responded to you saying, I don't know why I said poo candy, along with my recorded response to you.
You thought, well, I mean, it sounded like me saying it.
It sounded like you saying it. And then looked over at your Zoom and you're like, wait, your lips aren't moving.
Yeah, that was great. Freaking great. Jamie, it's good reminder to us that having you around is great. So thanks for all your hard work, dude.
Sure
You're the man.
is.
All right. He's also given me completely legal and normal access to the remaining seasons of The Fall Guy that I can't get anywhere else.
What?
100% legal, 0 issues, access to files that aren't illegal at all. It's completely legal.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you didn't even have to figure out some complex way to access them. That's what you're telling me.
No, not complex at all.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I was a little perplexed at first, but then I, bought new plexiglass. I'm all out of plex names.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
That was pretty, you had to do the right one though. The plexiglass was a good turn.
This is as good as I was going to get. Yeah. All right. Big thanks to him. We'll have more from him, of course, next Monday for our Monday morning mashup. In the meantime, I'd like to remind friends at home that we are supported by you and your good graces at patreon.com/TMS. If you would like to be one of our great supporters, then be great and go sign up. Patreon.com/TMS. Big thanks to everybody who already does. In fact, today I got to get all the art for the month out. That's always a big deal. So watch for that. Those who are on that level will be getting brand new art this month. Very exciting stuff there. The morning stream at gmail.com for all your feedback. And as always, frogpants.com/TMS for everything else. Brian, let's get out of here. Do you have a song we can play?
I do. Anthony from Minnesota wrote in and said, I'd like to request a song to commemorate the birth of my first child. After many years of trying and some help from IVF, I guess that's somebody's initials, Ignatius von Furstein, my daughter... Come on, I know what IVF is. My daughter, Rhea, was born on May 5th. Although my father annoyed the crap out of me by singing You Are My Sunshine to wake me up as a kid, that is the song that comes to mind. However, I leave it in the cover master's capable hands to choose an appropriate song. I can't wait to share my love of cinema with her and perhaps my love of film sack as well. Love the show, though. Anthony from Minnesota.
Oh, that's nice.
Super sweet. Yeah. So, You Are My Sunshine. Well, We haven't yet watched it for Film Sack, but the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith feels like it's just made for Film Sack viewing. And I don't know about you, but I feel like this Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie coupling, I feel like they got the chops. They're going to make it. They're going to go on forever.
Oh,
those
yeah.
two.
Not since like some of the old Hollywood couples are we going to see a stick-to-itness.
That's right.
Like
I mean,
this. Yeah.
you know, the only couple that could give them a run for their money are, I don't know, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. But
I know the strength there coming out of that. You can just feel it. You can tell they're in it for the long haul. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, in that movie, on that soundtrack from 2005, there is a cover of the old classic by the Pine Ridge Boys. "You Are My Sunshine," performed here by Stein J.
Stein. Oh, I love it. Like Stein Erickson. I love that name. All right, that's it for us. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow for another Thursday edition of the show. Be good. We'll see you then. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
Real villain mustache.